Good morning. We are Group 8, made up of Francisco Arellano, Andrés Merizalde, Jennifer Murillo, and Dani Tenesaka. Background. The company is a cereal producer. Just main activity are to manufacture, package, and distribute food products. The company production area contains the cereal production area and the packaging area, where the packaging area consists of 4 packaging machines, which number 2 packaging machine has a lower percentage of availability compared to the others. Focus problem statement. The cleaning times of the packaging machine 2 during January to May and 2019 are 31 minutes, which represents 6.375% of the total time of the packaging process. The changeover times of the packaging machine 2 during January to May and 2019 is 2.33 hours, which represents 29.12% of the total time of the packaging process. The response variable relates the times that we are studying within it. In this case, it will be the times of schedule in schedule stop, planning production time, operating time, which by decreases schedule stop. That include the time of change and cleaning, will increase the percentage of availability.
In the packaging area, the process developed to work with the Bagger 2R, the changeover process, with a duration of 147.7 minutes. Then we have the packing the product, and then the end shift cleaning process with a duration of 30 minutes. As we are going to concentrate on improving the availability of the Bagger 2 in the packaging area, only the data from this area will be taken in consideration, which are the speed of the Bagger 2, the time of the changeover and cleaning process, and the number of operators in charge of this process. Considering that the only variable that we cannot control for technical reasons is the speed of the Bagger 2. To check the distribution of this data, goodness of fit tests were performed and the distribution that most closely matched the sample data were chosen. This is the simulation model. Here we can observe the changeover process with the configuration activities, setup, and the product placement. This is the packaging process. And the final part is the end shift cleaning process, when they turn off the machine and clean it. For the verification of the model, it was sent to the manager in charge of the area and to the leading operator, who were able to verify that the model data do reflect the reality of the system. And finally, the validation. For this step, we obtained 10 samples of the result of our model, and we performing a t-test which gave us a favorable result. Then we performing a power test to determine whether or not it's necessary to take more samples. And as the result of this test was high, it was concluded that the study's performance are reliable and the validation process was completed. This is a comparison in which it is shown that according to the historical data, the availability of the Bagger 2 is 64% and the availability in our model is 63.95%, very close to the reality.
Proposed solution. For each root cause, we have a solution or options. In this case, we have 5 solutions. The economic analysis will be made to estimate the total cost for each project, taking into account the duration of the project, the cost of personnel, and other things. As you can see, the total cost for the project number 1, we have 800. The savings are estimated according to the objective of reducing the cleaning times and changeover times by 15%, where the number of operators, the number of sheets, the workdays, and the cost per hour are taken into account. And the estimated savings per year are $1,903.50. The impact and effort matrix was made to decide the action we're going to implement. The best action to do is the action one because we have high impact. That means we're going to have more savings and low effort. But we decided to do this action two because the high impact.
Now, we make the Gantt diagram to represent the scheduled implementation of the improvement proposals, as well as the dates and days of each of the activities we'll take. The stages of the implementation plan for the process standardization are survey the process, process diagram, the process validation, the elaboration of the process proposal, the socialization of the process, and standardized process training. The stages of the implementation plan for the SMED methodology are survey the process, the identification and separation of internal and external activities, the converting internal to external activities, and finally, time reduction of internal activities. After all that, we are ready to our last step in our DMAIC methodology, the control. Thank you all very much.